I woke up to a distant rumble, as if the earth itself was breathing beneath me. I was lying on a warm, glass-like surface, illuminated by a golden light that filtered through immense domes. I blinked, and then I saw her. A massive silhouette moved against the light, slowly approaching. She wasn't a monstrous creature, nor some distorted nightmare shape. She was a woman, an enormous woman, with perfectly human features and an athletic build. Her skin smooth and glowing like sunlit bronze. Her face, beautiful and perfectly proportioned, showed something between curiosity and tenderness. "He's awake," a deep, resonant voice whispered. Two more appeared behind her. Three women, impossibly large, yet completely human. Their bodies looked sculpted by nature itself, strong yet soft, elegant, with hair that fell like rivers of light. I felt dizzy, just trying to look up, barely able to see their full faces from where I stood. "Where am I?" I asked, my voice trembling. The silver-haired woman bent down, and the air shifted with her movement. Her eyes, the color of the deep ocean, locked onto mine. "You're in Lethera," she said. "The city of the last." Her tone was solemn, almost sacred. I forced myself to sit up. Everything around me seemed built for giants. Doors that touched the clouds, benches carved from crystal stone, and at the center, a fountain rising from the ground like a cascade of liquid light. "What does the last mean?" I asked. The tallest one stepped forward. Her amber skin and steady gaze gave her the air of a leader. "Because we are the last of our kind," she replied. "The only ones who survived extinction." She paused for a moment, then added, "And you were chosen to help us rebuild." My thoughts froze. I tried to remember how I got there. I remembered a lab, white lights, a cryosleep experiment, and then a blue flash that erased everything. Before I could say another word, a siren echoed in the distance. The three women turned instantly. The ground trembled. Red lights flickered among smoke rising from the outer towers. "They found us." One of them shouted. The leader leaned down, gently picked me up in her hands, and began to run. Her heartbeat thudded like a distant drum beneath her warm skin. "We must protect you," she said urgently. "Not everyone wants you here." As we moved, a metallic roar rolled across the city. In the distance, enormous armed figures emerged from the shadows, and for a moment, I felt an energy surge through me. Something new, unfamiliar, responding to the pulse of Lethera itself. I wasn't just a visitor. Something inside me was connected to this place, and the giants knew it. The air in Lethera vibrated as if the city itself was alive. Each step the women took made the ground hum, not in violence, but in a natural rhythm, as though the world was accustomed to their presence. The amber-skinned woman, the leader, held me carefully as she ran through a vast corridor covered in glowing symbols. Her fingers were strong, warm, yet impossibly gentle. I could feel the echo of her breath, her pulse steady and fast against my body. Behind us, alarms continued to blare. A thunderous crash sounded as a massive gate sealed shut, blocking the upper passage. "No time," the silver-haired one said, glancing back. "The sentinels are close." The leader nodded. "Then we go to the sanctuary. No one will dare enter there." We emerged into an open gallery, and the sight stole my breath. Terraces floating in layers connected by crystal bridges, all drenched in golden light that seemed to rise from the ground itself. There was no sun, no sky, just radiant atmosphere, pulsing with energy. When we reached the sanctuary, they placed me on a white stone pedestal. The leader knelt, her eyes steady on mine. "Forgive the chaos," she said softly. "Your arrival was meant to be peaceful." "My arrival?" I asked. "Why bring me here?" The silver-haired woman stepped forward, her shadow enveloping me. "Our kind hasn't been able to reproduce for centuries. Energy storms destroyed the life codes within us. But our scholars discovered that, long ago, humans and giants shared the same origin. And you, human, carry the key that could return our future." A chill ran down my spine. And if I can't, the leader's expression, softened, calm, hopeful, almost fragile, then Lithara will fade forever. But we believe you can. Because when your capsule crossed the veil, the heart of the city awakened for the first time in centuries. The heart of the city, Lithara lives, she said, pressing her palm against the ground. Her energy pulses through everything you see. And since you arrived, her rhythm has changed. Before I could reply, a tremor shook the temple. Cracks of light opened along the walls. The red-haired giantess looked upward, alarmed. They're breaking the seal. The leader rose, and with a swift motion, she lifted me again into her hands. Her face was lit by the golden glow of Lithara's heart, now throbbing beneath our feet like a contained volcano. Listen to me, she said, her gaze intense. If the heart dies, we all die. But if you can bond with it, you might save us. Bond with it. How? She drew a deep breath. Your body will know. The city has already recognized you. The floor burst open with a surge of white energy. The sentinels were their massive figures clad in black armor that reflected the fire of the heart. The giantesses closed ranks around me, forming a living wall. And as the sanctuary quaked, I felt Lithara's energy surge through me, as though my own blood had begun to beat in time with the city. Something was awakening inside me, something I didn't understand, but that seemed desperate to protect them. The sanctuary trembled as if Lithara's heart was about to explode. The walls glowed with fractured golden light that splintered into electric flashes. The three giantesses stood ready, facing the advancing sentinels clad in gleaming dark armor. Don't let them reach the chosen one, the leader shouted, her voice thundering. I was at the center, standing on the pedestal. The ground vibrated with power that shook my bones. My skin burned, my veins pulsed with energy. Something inside me was answering the city's call. Every beat of Lithara syncing with my own heart. The red-haired giantess turned toward me in panic. Do it now. Connect with the core. But I don't know how, I cried. The leader reached out to me, her face glowing with golden fire. Close your eyes. Listen to her rhythm. Let her find you. I obeyed. The sounds of battle faded, replaced by a deep hypnotic hum. Behind my eyelids, I saw light's golden filaments intertwining like living roots. And then, I felt the city breathing inside me. One heartbeat, then another. Until I couldn't tell if it was mine or Lithara's that I heard. When I opened my eyes, my body floated a few inches above the pedestal. A ring of energy spread outward from me, climbing the temple columns and rippling across the walls like a tide of light. The sentinels froze as they approached, their armor cracking beneath the golden radiance. The giantesses watched in awe. The leader smiled. You did it. But something was wrong. The energy kept growing, overflowing. My hands blazed, my veins shone like molten lines beneath my skin. I can't stop it, I shouted. The leader stepped closer, extending her immense hands carefully toward me. You have to release the energy, not hold it. Her words echoed like wind. I didn't know how, but instinct guided me. I thrust my hands toward the ground, and a torrent of golden light erupted in every direction. The sentinels disintegrated instantly, their forms collapsing into fading shadows. Silence returned. Only the soft pulse of the heart remained steady now, calm. The three giantesses knelt before me. The silver-haired one gazed up with tears in her eyes. Lithara has accepted you, she whispered. You're part of her now. I felt a hollow ache, as if something inside me had been left behind in that explosion. I was weak, exhausted, but when I looked at the leader, I knew something between us had changed. Her eyes, once sharp and commanding, now held a mix of respect, and something deeper, more human. Come, she said softly. There's much you need to learn. What you did today was only the beginning. She lifted me in her hands and carried me toward an inner chamber as the city rebuilt itself around us alive once more. From above, a golden aurora wrapped the towers and a new breeze swept through the suspended streets. But as they carried me away from the sanctuary, A voice echoed inside my mind. It wasn't human. It wasn't one of theirs. You haven't saved Lithera. You've awakened her. And in that moment, I knew what was coming would be far more dangerous. The inner chamber was a sanctuary within the sanctuary. Translucent walls bathed in a light that seemed to breathe, and a deep, almost sacred silence. The giant women walked barefoot, their steps making the ground vibrate softly, rhythmically like a living heartbeat. I remained in the leader's hands, pressed against her chest, as the city's glow filtered through her golden skin. Despite the chaos that had just unfolded, she looked calm, focused. "The connection is complete," said the silver-haired one, observing the symbols now shining along the walls. But something's changed in the energy flow. It doesn't respond only to Lithara, it responds to him. The leader looked at me with a mix of awe and caution. That means the bond is dual. If he falls, the city falls with him. A chill ran through me, but before I could ask, the giant knelt before a luminous pool where the water reflected moving images, fragments of the past. "Look," she said softly. "This is what we once were." The water projected human-sized figures, mingling with beings like them, taller, stronger. They were neither gods nor monsters, but a civilization where giants and humans lived together. Then the vision warped. Storms of energy destroyed cities, screams. "The energy of the heart," the leader explained. "It gave us power, and then divided us. Humans rejected it. We absorbed it. But without balance, we were doomed. And now," I asked, "what do you expect from me?" "To restore balance," her voice was firm, though doubt glimmered in her eyes. "But I fear that in doing so, Lithera will awaken completely. And her mind isn't asleep by accident." The ground trembled again. A deep, metallic moan reverberated through the walls. The water rippled, showing a massive figure rising from the city's depths, a colossal feminine form made of light, serene-faced, eyes closed. "It can't be," whispered the red-haired one. "The core is taking physical form." The leader turned to me, alarmed. "Lithera is manifesting." The light expanded, filling the entire chamber. I felt an invisible force pulling me toward the pool. My body began to float, wrapped in golden strands. The giants tried to hold me, but the energy was too strong. "Don't fight it," cried a voice inside my head, the voice of the city itself. "You called me." The radiant face opened its eyes. Two golden orbs ignited before me, so vast I felt like a speck suspended in air. "Who are you?" I asked, though my voice vanished into the echo. "I am Lithera. I am all that remains of them. Of you. Of those who forgot." My mind flooded with visions. The first civilizations, colossal temples, humans walking beside giants. There was harmony until something dark tore their worlds apart. "Now, both worlds bleed," she said. "But you can unite them again." My body burned. I could feel the city's heartbeat merging with mine, its energy flowing through me like a living current. But along with it, I sensed something else, an ancient, hidden presence watching from the shadows of Lithara's mind. "Disconnect," shouted the leader below. "She's using you." "No," I whispered. "She's trying to remind me of something." The luminous face leaned closer, the air itself vibrating around me. "If they fear me," she said, "it's because they remember what they did. But you were one of us." The brilliance exploded. My vision filled with light and ancient voices. Among them, I heard my own name spoken in a language long forgotten. I had been there before. It wasn't the first time I had walked through Lithera. The glow enveloped me completely. I no longer felt my body, only an infinite current of light and memory. I saw Lithera's birth, the first alliances between humans and giants, the shared power of the city's heart, and then the betrayal, greed, rupture, war turning paradise into a ruin frozen in time. I floated amid that ocean of memories when a human figure appeared before me. It was me, but different, taller, resolute, dressed in ancient robes. "You were the first to cross the veil," said my other self, "the original bond. When everything was lost, you offered your soul to keep the city alive. So, this isn't a coincidence. Nothing in Lethera is. The lights began to swirl around. I could see the three giants again, protecting the temple below, tiny, before the vastness of the city's heart. The leader called my name, trying to reach me, but the energy barrier held her back. You must choose, Lethara's voice echoed. I can awaken completely and return the world to them, but to do so, I'll need your life. Or you can break the bond, save yourself, and doom us all to oblivion. Silence grew heavy. For the first time, I understood that awakening wasn't just rebirth, it was sacrifice. I looked down. The leader met my gaze, her eyes shining. She didn't need to speak high, knew she understood. I can't let you die again, I murmured. I extended my hands and felt the flow of energy return not violently, but calmly, like a harmonious heartbeat. The city responded, glowing with golden spirals. The towers, the avenues, the suspended fountains all began to shine as if Lethara were breathing again for the first time in millennia. The city's voice softened. Then we shall live together. I will be the world, and you. You will be its soul. A warm wave swept through me. The light consumed me not with pain, but with peace. I was dissolving into something far greater, merging with every stone, every breath of air. Below, the giants fell to their knees as a golden surge spread across the entire city. Lethara's once sealed sky opened for the first time, revealing a dawn unseen for centuries. The leader looked up, her voice trembling. He did it. He made it. The others wept silently as a gentle breeze passed through the towers. From the temples, glowing flowers bloomed. The statues stirred. The city had awakened. And within that radiance, my voice echoed in their minds. Do not look for me. I'm here in every stone, in every breath of wind. I am part of Lethera, and Lethera is part of you. The three embraced, gazing toward the horizon where the golden dawn rose. The leader smiled, tears streaming down her face. Thank you, little one. Guardian of life, the heart of the city beat once more deep and serene. And so, Lethera lived again. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and tell us which city in the world you're watching from. And to see more fascinating videos like this one, subscribe to the channel.